I'm Lino, azevedo, and I'm originally from San Jose, California. I became positive at the age of 21 after several years of working in the sex industry. Being that San Francisco was so close, I commuted from San Jose to San Francisco from the ages of 13 to 19, and working the streets here in San Francisco and San Jose. Became positive at age 21. Had a partner at age 21 as well, and he was positive as well. He died within the first year of our relationship, and I moved on, being that I was shooken up and really bewildered about this whole disease. I start indulging in drugs and alcohol, which made my illness worse. And finally I met my second partner, who unfortunately passed away of a heart attack at the age of 35. And here I am, a 23-year-old, wondering why, I was given or this line of life, of people passing on me, and not much, family, to condole myself, and having any questions answered. I went into activism and start helping people that were from Mexico, living under the bridges in San Jose, intravenous drug users, and transsexuals that weren't getting any help for HIV. I started being an activist for them, helping them get their medications, letting them know that's going to be okay, they're not going to be deported, and getting them clean syringes. And my activism took me into an oath of office. I became a commissioner of the HIV Planning Council in San Jose, California for 2 years, working with Cindy Chavez and Ken Yeager and people like them, allocating money that the government was giving us to different groups and stuff like that. Then I finally met my third partner, Mr. Dennis Tolley, who opened my eyes and gave me some class, I guess. And here I am in San Francisco at 44 years old, long-term survivor, doing very well. My labs are really good. I'm undetectable. Only been on one regimen my whole time of this whole ordeal. I got sick right in the beginning of when the cocktail came out, and I've been on the same regimen ever since. And it's been working for me. It's been doing really good for me. I'm very, very blessed. I don't know why this is happening to me. I don't know why I've seen so many people pass on. I've seen younger kids, younger guys, younger than me, get diagnosed positive, and then within a year they're gone. Maybe it's because the drugs and alcohol, maybe it's their way of living. I just almost in a guilt trip, living like this and keep on living, in such a good way, that I almost have this guilt, trip on me that that I have on me. And so still wondering what my future, has for me. I still do a lot of activism work. I still like to volunteer at the hospitals and stuff like that. My heart goes out to a lot of people that are still suffering, that have been first diagnosed and suffering mentally and suffering physically. All I can say is try to live healthy, try to live well, and be open-minded about your disease. It does help if you just acknowledge it as part of your body and something you have to live with. It is controllable. It very much is controllable. And I meet new people every day that tell me how, they've become positive and it's all going downhill, and they got neuropathy and they got to smoke pot and they got to do all this stuff. And I understand that. I totally do. I just, I just really think it has to be done in portions, and I think maybe having a little faith somewhere, you know, might help as well. There's just something that kind of is kind of weary for me. I don't believe having the family support is, you know, one of the best medications for this. Some people live, you know, through this without any family, and I'm kind of one of them. My family don't really want to experience this illness with me, which is totally understandable, and I don't blame them for nothing. You know, I kind of look at it. I made my bed. I'm going to sleep in it. You know, and I've always said that to myself, even through when I was coming out of the closet and I told my parents I'm gay. You know, I thought of it as, well, I'm going to make my bed. I'm going to sleep in it, and no one else is going to deal with that. You know, so here I am at 44 years old, living well, happy with my 10-year relationship with my partner. Both of us are positive, and both of us are doing very well. And you know, there's just things that I think that people do need. I think that there's housing issues, there's issues with sobriety, there's issues with mental health. Because after you get told you got this disease, a lot of people just go haywire, and I've seen it happen. I've seen these guys that just get told they're HIV positive, and their mind just goes, and I don't know where that comes from. I don't know how that happens, but to see somebody in a perfect state of mind that's out there in the nightclub having a great time, that's sociable, to go into a total deep depression really blows my mind. And I want to know more about this kind of stuff that goes on. I want to, you know, study a little bit more about that, you know, and my heart goes out to all those guys that are fighting mentally with this disease as well physically. And I'm always the guy that has the shoulder there for someone to lean on. And I always take that in pride because, you know, I am a CNA, you know, and I have really big heart for my brothers and sisters that are positive, and I always have time for them.